everybody, welcome back to Northernlion plays Slay the Spire. Fresh off of a loss as the Ironclad. Wait, fresh off a win as the Ironclad? We're gonna play as the Silent. I played a little bit more, I played a little off camera, to varying degrees of success. Played a little on stream, to varying degrees of success. I don't think I'm ready to win as the Silent unless we get really lucky, but we'll see. Upgrade a card, obtain 3 potions, or lose all gold. I think upgrading a card is good here, and I think my card evaluation skills have gotten a little bit better. Neutralize a 0 energy card that costs 2 weak if we upgrade it, or that allows 2 weak, I should say, is very good. Weakening enemies is very strong. Our only other option here would be raising Survivor, which gives you 11 block. Still good, but I think Neutralize for free, giving 2 weak buys us a lot of time and means we have to block less. So let's leave and take a look. We don't want an early shop, so we want to take a path that allows us to avoid that shop in favor of other paths here. So we'll probably start here and then go left, boom, boom, boom. We'll try to hit the elite if possible, but I think we scale up a little bit more slowly as the Silent. We'll see though. Now, thanks for all your feedback, by the way. You've taught me many things. Let's see how this works. You're at 7 now, so if we use like Survivor and get rid of a Defend, we can then use 2 strikes, get ahead of the curve here. Probably the most commented piece of feedback so far is don't be afraid to skip cards that don't fit your deck archetype. I do tend to play a pretty turtley strat, by the way, so just brace yourself for the fact that we might be a little slower here. Because HP is hard to come by as the Silent. You don't gain any. Let's try Neutralize again. You don't gain any. Sadly, I think we want to defend, strike. You don't gain any when combat ends, is what I mean to say. So I want to preserve as much of it as possible. I think people have said, you know, you can go faster, and your HP only matters if it's the last HP. You know, if it's your last life point. I very much disagree, because the more HP you have, the less likely you are to need to rest. The more other things you could do. At he's gonna leave. He's gonna leave with our gold if we don't kill him, but he's dead. The more you can actually improve your deck instead of having to rest. And we can always rely on a regen potion, but sort of unlikely. Dagger Throw. So it's essentially draw 1 cycle. 0 energy block is okay, and synergizes with things that synergize with either blocks or playing skills. And Calculated Gamble, discard your hand, then draw that many cards, exhaust. It's pretty good for 0. If you hate your hand, you can completely cycle it. And also this helps you get 2 cards that are in your discard pile faster if you want to play a little bit more of a cerebral game, which I think is beyond me. You come across a conspicuous pedestal with a shining gold idol sitting peacefully atop. It looks incredibly valuable. I will receive it. Enemies drop 25% more gold. We can become cursed with an injury, take 14 damage, or lose 3 max HP. I think I'd take the 14 damage. You throw yourself with a boulder with everything you have. When the dust clears, you make your way safely out. 3 max HP I also think is close to irrelevant, but... And earning extra gold can be pretty good. You're going to do 11 damage, huh? So that is a Survivor, discard a strike, play a block, and then hit him. Anytime we can objectively take no damage and deal damage to the enemy, I think it advances us towards an optimal finish. I think I'm actually okay with this hand. In fact, if I can get strike, 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 I would like to. So let's try like a strike, strike, Calculated Gamble. Neutralize does damage and it's free. And then Defend does nothing, but still. He's weakened for 2 turns. Usually Neutralize only weakens them for 1 turn until it's upgraded. So to get 2 turns of weakness out of it is definitely worthwhile for us. This is a defend, smack. No need to smack because he was going to lose the block anyway on the end of that turn, but no reason not to use it as well. Now he's going to be very strong because weaken is worn off. It's going to be a little slow here to start with, and this is where I think people go, it's very tempting to just take a little bit of damage and then have the fight end a little bit faster. And there's times when that's very relevant, like when you're fighting enemies that get stronger every single turn, like this guy's going to get stronger again. So there are definitely times when it makes way more sense to make sure that he dies. For right now, I'm relatively okay with this. He should be dead. Yeah, he's gonna die. And our HP remains somewhat precious, so... Get some extra gold. Draw 1 card if the card is a skill, gain 3 block. I think it's pretty good. Draw 3 cards, discard 1. I think it's pretty good, but I love Poison Synergy, and Poison Stab is like a core card for that. So, I think we go Combat question mark Elite. Because I would like to get extra relics from question marks, but at the present moment we can't necessarily guarantee it. And I want to make sure that we have some combat coming as well, because we get a lot of extra gold from combat. I think, what if you survive? It makes Calculated Gamble a little worse, but remember we have to discard everything if we use Calculated Gamble. And we'll get rid of a strike for now. I mean, the thing, I don't think we should use it. I think we can have a good turn without it. Use 2 blocks. Oh, I'm actually stupid. I forgot we had the first block. That was just a genuine misplay. We should have been able to fit in a strike there. Because this guy's going to weaken us, and he's going to add wounds to our deck, I think, as well. So get neutralized. He's going to deal 9. Yeah, we mishandled this. And losing that early game momentum can be pretty bad. Hopefully we'll get lucky and it won't be as bad as it looks. We are going to take 1 hit. So I think we poison him. Survivor. Toss a strike. Hit him again. Taking 1 damage is not that bad. I'm hoping we get a regen potion dropped at some point in our near future here. In case you were, you're kind of in the same position I was, where I'm like, you know, why would you ever not take a card when your cards are better? The cards you take are always going to be better than Strike or Defend. However, they still always make it take longer for you to get to the bombs in your deck. You know, the stuff that's really, really good. Like Defend, Stab, and then Calculated Gamble, and then you hope to just draw another attack because you're already in a good spot here. Hey. He's not quite dead, but 1 hit will kill him next turn. Because he's already got 3 poison as well. So yeah, making your deck thinner is a good thing. But some cards are worth it. I think in actuality, especially early, most cards are probably worth it. I quite like apply 3 poison to a random enemy 3 times. If there's 1 enemy left, that's 9 poison damage at the cost of 2 energy, which is pretty bad. Like, it's expensive, but... Well, it's 9, and then 8, and then 7, etc., etc. So it's really good if you can put up a block that's good enough, and then Bouncing Flask. Flying Knee is fine as well. It's a strictly better version of Strike. But Poison, I think, is better at whittling down enemies progressively, so tankier enemies like bosses, for example. Normality. Unplayable. You cannot play more than 3 cards per turn. I really want a relic, so I think I'll probably do this. You duck into a small hut. Inside you find what appears to be a forge. The smithing tools are covered with dust, yet a fire roars inside the furnace. You feel on edge. Our relic is, at the start of each combat, apply 1 vulnerable to all enemies. I think that's pretty good. And at campfires, well, not at campfires, at shops, we'll be able to remove curse from our deck. So here's our elite enemy. I fought this guy before. He's annoying. He is an annoying individual. We're going to play Neutralize, because it weakens him for 2 turns, then Strike. Strike. And he's back, but he is stunned for a turn. And because he starts with Vulnerable, we were actually able to do quite a number on him there. So first turn, he does nothing. Second turn is where things are going to get a little tough here. I expect to take damage here. I kind of like Defend, Bouncing Flask. And there's no reason to use Calculated Gamble unless we're looking for... No, it wouldn't work. I was going to say we're looking for like another Neutralize, but that's okay. So we're going to take 8. Next turn he's going to hit for 18. That sucks. Normality is real bad for us here, but we can discard it. Get it out of our deck, and then, honestly, he's going to take poison damage. I think you just brace for this turn. Let him take whatever poison damage he's going to take, and choose to take no damage ourselves. Hopefully, yeah, he goes for, like, a negative effect instead. And, I think we just want to put 9 poison damage on him and strike him. He's essentially dead as long as we can put up blocks now. Siphon Soul. Dexterity and strength down. So it's going to be hard for us to block in the future. But we do get neutralize. So he's only going to deal 13 damage. And I think we'll choose to take 1 damage and ride out our debuffs here. We could probably kill him on the next turn, and if so, this went relatively well. Normality still exists, huh? I think you strike. This is a risky play. Then calculate a gamble. Oh, we needed more than that. Sadly, I think you play 2 defends here. We need to preserve our HP so that when we go to a campfire, we could upgrade instead of resting, I think. Although we might still have to rest. We're not doing that hot. Might have been a misplay in there. Either way, my dude is dead. And we get a relic out of it. Whenever you get to a rest site, start the next combat with 2 extra energy. It seems not that great. A potion is nice. And then prepared, I think, is like extremely good. You play it for 0, you draw a card, and then choose which card in your hand to discard. Deadly Poison's fine. Glass Knife, maybe. So if we go to the campfire, we have to fight another elite. In fact, we have a lot of combat before the next rest, but I think this might be the right play. We're going to start with the rest, even though I said that I would prefer not to. Our HP is low enough, and there's enough combat coming up ahead that I think this is the smarter play. These guys usually are not too bad. They're both going to buff right off the bat, which is great for me. You start with prepared. Draw 1, discard 1. I will discard. We have 5 energy. I'll discard a defend because nobody's attacking this turn. We'll go for a neutralize on the one most likely to live longer, I think. And then like strike, 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 and 1 is dead already because they were. Now I'm vulnerable, but I'm okay with that. And we'll just pass turn because the other cards have no reason to play. Now you have strong. I was gonna say strong strength. Doesn't really make sense. I can apply 9 poison and then hit you. That's not gonna be enough to get the kill. So I think we go defend, defend, save, calculate a gamble for the future if we need it, and we just get 1 turn closer to being ahead of the curve here. It's gonna do 9 damage this turn. Can we kill him? If we can't kill him, let's do the math. He'll go down to 11, which is actually 8. Okay, so we can't kill him. So instead, you do defend, defend, poison stab. And again, it just buys you another turn, because you're not taking any damage this turn. Now, all we need is a strike to kill him, and this went very well. And he's dead. We'll end turn. Shouldn't be that hasty about it, because we might miscalculate. Swift Potion is card draw. I like it. Do we need a second Bouncing Flask? Quick Slash is pretty good. I do like the card draw. Something here is worth playing, because even outmaneuver on a dead turn, it's pretty good. You know, oftentimes, especially when we start a turn, we go, oh, we start combat, I should say, we go, oh, nobody's attacking us, and we're out of strikes, so we got nothing to do. Bouncing Flask is just scary when it shows up. I think Quick Slash is, like, okay for us here. A treasure chest. You can now gain strength at campfires 3 times maximum. So this is a permanent strength bonus, which is probably better than upgrading a single card in most situations. We have another elite enemy, but we're almost at full HP, so I feel pretty good. He starts vulnerable. Let's start with preparation. And we'll discard a defend, because he's just going to buff himself. We'll neutralize him for free. He's going to be weak for 2 turns. I think we want to quick slash him. And we didn't draw Poison Flask. So we'll go for Poison Stab. We'll strike him again. He's almost half dead, but he's probably going to buff his strength. So it would be really nice to kill him in a couple of turns. Enrage. Whenever you play a skill, he gains 2 strength. It's bad. It's like, it's pretty not good. You're already weakened, aren't you? Yeah, so this is his weakened state. I think I'd like to drink potions. And we'll try, like, defend. Defend. Defends our skills. That was real dumb. Right. Anytime we block, he's gonna hit us. I don't like that. He's gonna hit us harder, I should say. I think we have to... Just to preserve our HP a little bit, I think we gotta weaken him. It's a skill, so it's still worth it, though, for the 18 block, for sure. But let's start with card draw. Discard a strike. It's gonna hit us for 15. If we do this... So right now we're gonna take 7. If we play this, we're gonna take 4. But I think I'd rather just get him to hopefully, like, within lethal range on the next room. Although it might even take 2 more rooms. Yeah, we should have gone probably aggro on him a little faster, I think. So right now we're going to take 9. If we play this, we're going to take 6. But he's going to be stronger forever. I think we'd still rather take 6. Oh, 5. Because he's weakened. Because of the weak potion, I forgot. Either way, we're going to get a relic at the end of this. We really want to kill him this turn. And he's dead. We used both of our potions, though. Centennial Puzzle. The first time you lose HP each combat, draw 3 cards. I think that's pretty good. Strength Potion is useful. Skewer. Spend all energy, deal 7 damage X times. It can't be worse than a strike. Deadly Poison, I also see some value, but... if we use it for 1 energy, it's still doing 7 damage. So I'm kind of okay with it. You guys are both gonna attack, huh? I wish you wouldn't. It's 18 damage coming out. That's what irritates me here. Like, okay, what if we did 5 damage and applied 3 poison? That's 8 damage. Then we did 7 damage twice. It's not gonna get the job done. This one kind of stinks. You know what? Skewer totally would have gotten a kill. Because of vulnerable. Yeah. I think I'm stupid. Or rather, let's not be so negative. I think that was a stupid play. We are going to take a hit here. And we get a wound, which in a relatively small deck is fairly bad. We need to calculated gamble, but I think... oh, no, wait. Start with prepared. Get rid of normality. The hand is not great, but we can definitely kill the slime, but it'll cause us to take 7 damage. Or we could defend, attack slime. Let's do a calculated gamble. That's what it's here for, right? Get through the deck faster to get to the good stuff. This seems much better. Neutralize. Now he only does 5 damage. So we actually don't need to use Survivor, but it's probably still better value. We quick slash you. We drew a wound. Play Survivor, discard the wound, and then smack you again. You're 1 turn away from death. The debuff's gonna suck. We definitely could have gotten lethal that turn, but I think it was worth it to wound the slime. At least in my opinion. Start with prepared. Always start with draw, right? We can probably get rid of one of our base defends. It's kind of a waste, but so be it. And then deal 5 damage X times. Bomber, dude. We gotta accept we're kind of in it for like the long haul right now. 10 damage coming out. At least we're not debuffed. Bouncing Flask is not good enough. There's kind of no way out, though. I think we defend and poison and take 5 damage. We're probably going to need the rest before our boss fight here. But I actually kind of like the deck right now. I think a poison stab followed by skewer is, well, it's lethal. Of course. It's treason then. Poison potion. Say that 5 times fast. Deal 15 damage, draw 2 more cards next turn. Gain 5 block, draw 2 cards. So again, strictly better defend. Flying knee. I'm gonna try backflip. I think we're a little bit lighter on block than I'd like to be. The ratio's getting slightly messed up. Draw 1, discard. Discard normality. Normality has not been a bad curse so far because we haven't had to worry about it. We definitely want to play like Survivor and then get rid of a defend because defend is just worse than anything else. Can we get to 17? We actually can. I'd love to draw neutrality, or neutralize rather. Let's be real. Because these guys are vulnerable, it's probably worth taking a little extra, like, some damage on the front end to get ahead of the curve here. If only we could... I wonder if we raised our strength, if we could... No, because it would still do zero damage. Or it would deal 7 damage 0 times. There's nothing we can do about that. It just sucks when they both choose to attack on turn 1. It puts us on the back foot. But I got high hopes. I think we're going to make it through here. So you use a neutralize on the worst enemy. The enemy that's going to live longer, I should say. Can we get to 20 damage? It would have to start with like a quick slash. We can also, if we defend, it's not quite enough. So start with quick slash. Calculated gamble shuffles the discard pile in. I say we go for it, dude. We're looking for a survivor. We did not get it. We did get skewer. Skewer will kill this slime. No, it won't. Oh, that's real bad. We're gonna take 16 damage. Yeah, we need to rest ASAP. That was very poorly played on my part. I forgot we were weak. I'm not paying close enough attention to the status effects. I mean, you should be neutralized. You should get quick slashed. You're neutralized. We don't need the block, so Survivor's not good here. But backflip is okay because of card draw. Oh, we have normality. You fool. I'm a little concerned. I'm mildly concerned. Defend will work. Get extremely poisoned, my friend. I don't want to use our potions because I really want to save them for the boss, but I'm starting to worry about this deck. 9 damage. But you are weak. Wow, we're going to be forced into taking some damage. So a rest is like a guaranteed necessity. And you're dead next turn, but not before you hurt me a little bit. We're down to 10 HP. We might actually die on the first floor, which would be an embarrassment. Thank God I didn't miscalculate there. I mean, the numbers were on the screen, but I think prepared you can always add to the deck. I think it's always going to be good. So we got question mark where we would really like to heal. Hey, Snecko Skull. Whenever you apply poison, apply an additional 1 poison. And then combat, and we really just can't afford to be hit at all. What are you guys doing? Like a lot of combat, huh? So, draw preparation. We must discard a strike. I'm going to apply the poison potion here, because it's going to apply 7, so you're essentially dead. They're going to deal 22 damage. We'll start with a backflip. That's not what we were hoping to draw. I think we just choose to take 7 damage. That's gonna put us real close to death, dude. Charging up. 3 HP, huh? This guy's dead, so there's 13 damage on the field. You should be neutralized. Do preparation, draw 1, discard 1. I think we want to discard just a regular old strike. Do we want a calculated gamble? I don't think it's necessary, because we definitely want to use Survivor first. Gain 8 block. And discard probably just like a regular strike. We use a normal defend, and then we take no damage. And then we go through with like a poison stab, which is going to apply extra poison. We'd like to kill you in 1 hit. I would like you to not do this right now. I think I'd still rather knock that guy out first. I know what you're thinking. There's no chance. Here it comes. You might be right. What's his... Oh my god, 25 damage. Well, get neutralized. 18 damage. Calculated gamble. Get rid of this trash. I think we just died. I think we're dead. I have to accept it. It hurts me deep in my core. I think we played really badly. But you know what? At least it shows you can lose on the first floor. To get an unlock. A couple unlocks, actually. Gain 30 gold. You're 10% more likely to find treasure in treasure rooms. Merchant's card removal now costs 50. That's pretty good. For each curse in your deck, start with an additional 1 strength. My bad. We'll be back as the Ironclad next time. I gotta learn some tips for playing this guy. But for now, if you enjoyed the episode... And thanks in advance, your support on the series so far has been amazing. Click the like button, helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.